everyone, Autumn here again at Sweat Society, Tullahoma, Tennessee, bringing you another Wellness Wednesday edition topic on nutrition. So we've, through a different series of videos, have talked about calories and protein. Carbohydrates was the last week's topic. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the last macronutrient, fat, and why it is important, and really the truth about dietary fats for fat loss, muscle building, and weight loss. So, just like carbohydrates, fats have truly been misunderstood, guys and gals. But truthfully, they are essential for transforming your body through smart nutrition, especially if you're lifting and your goal is to lose fat and build muscle, okay? Because for years and years, I was one of those that listened to it back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s where everything was fat-free. Do y'all remember that trend, right? I'd go and I'd buy those little cookies. I think they were called Snackwells or something. And because they were fat-free, I thought I could eat a whole thing of them. And I would literally go to the store and eat a whole container because they were fat-free, or rice all day long because it was fat-free. Okay, you got it now, right? So fats were blamed for weight gain, bottom line. So that's what the industry told us, but research has consistently proven time and time again, going back to, prehistoric times of how we all ate, and that is you do need a balanced plate, right? So the healthy fats are one of those items on a balanced plate that are vital for well-rounded nutrition, and also your body's functioning, your neurological functioning, brain function, all of that. So let's talk about why those fats are essential. I'm going to clear some things up for you today, okay? So healthy fats are vital in any effective nutrition plan. Usually, if you are talking to a nutrition expert, they're breaking down for you how much you need per day, because you do need some to support your metabolism, the recovery, and your fat burning goals. So fat supports hormone production, ladies and gentlemen. That's number one. So this is tip number one, okay? And why you want to have fat. So your body, when you exercise and just normal daily life, you have hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone that are needed for your body to burn fat and build muscle. That's just science, okay? This isn't me just talking, this is science. So those hormones being crucial for muscle growth, for energy, for fat burning, if you cut out the fats that make those hormones work better in your body, well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Then your body is going to end up not being able to produce those hormones as effectively, and it will sabotage your progress. Okay, got it? So number one, fat support hormone production. Those hormones are necessary to burn fat and build muscle. You need to eat fat, again, to burn fat, okay? Number two, the healthy fats, and we'll talk a little bit more about healthy fats near the end, but healthy fats stabilize blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. So in the carb conversation that we had, I talked about how your muscles get depleted of glycogen, or that insulin, right, the sugar response as you exercise. Well, fats help stabilize that. So that's why you need fats along with your other macronutrients, carbohydrates and protein. And they also help keep you fuller longer. So if you're finding yourself, let's just say after a meal of just carbs, feeling hungry about an hour to an hour and a half or 2 hours later, it's probably because you didn't eat enough fat. Yep. And then also protein's the same way. If you ate a bunch of protein, you're probably not going to feel as full an hour to an hour and a half later if you didn't have a combination of other fat with it or carbohydrates. Everything works together, guys and gals, okay? It's not just pick and choose which one, it is working together. So all of this, as far as fat is concerned, eating healthy fats reduces the cravings, keeps you fuller longer, stabilizes your blood sugar, so it leads to better fat loss results. Do you want to burn fat? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to lose weight? Yes, if you answered yes, as I am saying those points, eat fat, okay? So that's number two, fats help burn fat. Number three, here we go. Fats fuel your recovery after exercise and brain power, okay? Yeah, you need fats to feel better and more cognitive and aware and alert throughout the day. Why? Because fats reduce inflammation, okay? And they support joint health, which are important for recovery and also brain function and energy levels and focus during your workouts, okay? I remember back when I was in school, I'm just gonna tell you this really quick, and whenever there was a big test at the end of the year, now this was back in like the 80s, okay, and early 90s, they would actually, they being the school, would recommend for us to have like trail mix, believe it or not. I don't know if your school ever did that to you, but I actually remember it as a kid saying, here's a little like container, the cafeteria, like the, lunch ladies would like give us these little things of snack mix that were basically trail mix, nuts, that's healthy fats. Little did I know then, they kind of knew that. And they were giving that to us as kids because they knew that it would help us focus better on tests. So just kind of circling them back around. Anyhow, but fats will help you stay consistent, right? Why? Because it's brain power. It's going to help you focus and it's going to help you keep energized during training and life. So number 3 was fats fuel recovery and your brain power. That's why you want to eat fat, okay? Now, you do have to choose the right fats, okay? It's not just go out and eat a stick of butter. Or let's see, go out and just put a bunch of canola oil on something. No. Let me take you over here. I brought some examples from my cabinet that I always keep on hand, okay? So choosing the right healthy fats should come from some specific whole food products like avocados. Avocados are wonderful. Just bought some for this weekend to make some guacamole because I love it and my husband makes it. So this is great. Nuts and seeds. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Some almonds, some walnuts. Another top item in nut is cashews. So cashews, almonds, and walnuts are the 3 top ones that I recommend for all of my clients to eat because research has proven those are the best ones. However, all nuts in general are good, just using serving sizes, making sure you're not eating them in abundance. Olive oil, okay? I buy a huge thing from Costco, not plugging Costco, but it is a great place to get a big thing of olive oil for a decent price. Also avocado oil, I use a blend of that for spray. So I always get that now. Don't do the canola sprays. You could do an olive oil spray. Definitely recommend an avocado oil spray. And then there's coconut oil. That's the other best top oil to use pretty much for anything. I don't have that right now on hand, but usually I do keep that in my pantry. And then of course, any sort of fatty fish. So, think of fish as a way to get your protein as well as your healthy fat. Those things like salmon is really, really good to satisfy that category. You overall, though, should avoid all the trans fats and highly processed oils. Those are your seed oils. Those are your, canola, vegetable oil. Trans fat are things like, guys, the margarine that y'all think says Smart Balance and Light Butter and Country Crock Light and everything like that. Not slamming the manufacturers, but there's been plenty of research over the years to prove that is not the healthiest one for you. Pure 100% butter, like I usually buy Kerrygold or some other organic 100% butter. That is really much better for you, okay? So takeaway today, I gave you some points on why you should eat fat. Some examples of that fat too as well is fats fuel your body to support your hormone health, your recovery, and it makes fat loss a lot easier. Remember, they are essential. They're not optional. We're not doing a fat-free fad from the 80s and 90s anymore. That research is out. It has been proven wrong. You do need to consume fat if you are lifting, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to lose fat, because fats don't make you fat. And while we're on that topic, I want to give you a little, again, tidbit on how much you should eat. Because just like in my carbohydrate conversation and my protein conversation and my calorie conversation, you're all listening to me going, sure, Autumn, that's great. But how much should I eat? Without knowing you and having some sort of in-body analysis or conversation about your goals as well as your exercise levels each week and job and all these sort of factors that go into it. I'm going to give you a general guideline. And this general guideline is actually a national general guideline. And that guideline is 30% or less of your calories per day coming from fat, okay? 30% or less. Generally speaking, you're going to live somewhere between 20 to 30. That's a great space for, from a nutrition perspective. 30% of calories, if 9 calories per gram of fat, y'all can do the math, right? So if I had a 90 calorie goal and it had to be all fat, if I had 9 calories per gram, then I would have 10 grams of fat, right? Because 10 grams times 9 calories equals 90 calories. So yes, it takes a little brain power and a little math, but that's why you have someone like me. I would highly recommend you reach out to a nutrition expert that can help guide you on exactly the amount of fat you should be eating to reach your goals. So smart fats do equal a lean, strong body. Of course, just like any of these conversations that I have out there for you ladies and gentlemen to listen to, if you have any questions, I am happy to answer any of those questions for you. You can reach out to me through our website. There's a contact us form at thesweatsociety.org, and then the contact form is there for you to fill out your information. You can also call or text me, and I will get back to you. That's 931-450-0368. Or if you're in the local Tullahoma or surrounding area where you can come in and have a conversation with me, let's talk. Reach out to me by text or phone or through the contact form. I'll schedule a time for you to come in here to my studio, get you on the InBody, and do your first free initial consultation to give you everything you need to know about your body, about your nutrition, as well as how our programs here can help you reach your goals. So until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Autumn at Sweat Society, Tullahoma, Tennessee, giving you your tip on how to stay healthy. Have a great day.